Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Afternoon Tune. I'm your host, Night and Day Nick, and with me we have two special guests, Marco.
Hello.
And we also
Hi,
have
everyone.
Brandon.
Hey, long time no see.
All right, today we got a great show for you today. We have, the second of our weekly television breakdowns. We have new episodes of Maul, Shadow Lord, new episodes of Daredevil Born Again, the penultimate episode of Invincible, and the newest episode of The Boys, and also Euphoria. That's like the one vegetable in like your
junk food.
The vegetable before the desserts come.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know how you eat orange chicken and there's an orange peel in it? That's Euphoria.
You know how you get like a bag of? No, I'm trying to think of a better metaphor. You know how you think of? Yeah,
it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, before we get into that, Marco, Brandon, tell the people a little about yourselves, where they can find you.
You want me to go first? I'll go first. I always pop around the tune every once in a while. I write scripts sometimes. I make beats sometimes. Icky on SoundCloud, all caps. I'm always making something cool and weird over there. Catch me on Twitter talking about movies, just reposting a bunch of cool shots and stuff that looks cool. And I'm on Letterboxd, Jamarco Shaw. That's JAMARCO, and Shaw SHAW. And just trying to make it in this crazy world.
Felt that. As for me, I'm not anywhere. I'm mostly on the Letterboxd. I'm Brando, not Marlon. Just posting movie reviews, trying to watch at least a movie a day. So that's where I'm at.
Same.
Yes, thank you. Thanks once again for joining us. And you can always find me on all the social media, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Blue Sky, Letterboxd at Night and Day Nick. You can also find me right here on the other channel, The Afternoon Tune, streaming weekly with movie reviews. Our co-host Josh is going to be out of town for a few weeks, so I'll be running the show for a little while. Next week, I'll have to check the docket of what's coming out, and we will have a stream for you post-haste. But also, you can find us next Wednesday streaming more television reviews, new episodes of Maul, Daredevil, Invincible, The Boys, and Euphoria if, it ends up being fun to talk about.
Exactly, yeah.
But
if something interesting happens.
Yeah, but getting into our first review, we have is it highly anticipated return of HBO's Euphoria. So Euphoria season 3 picks up 5 years after the end of the last season. All of our cast of characters are out of high school and are going into various stages of adulthood. Rue is, now working for the drug dealer Lori at the end that she met in the second season. Nate and Cassie are engaged. Maddie is now working in Hollywood as an assistant, and Lexi is an aspiring screenwriter in Hollywood as well. And before this season came out, there was a lot of controversy, especially around the creator and showrunner Sam Levinson, how he basically ruled the set of season 2 with an iron fist, how he's written a lot of the female characters, how he goes for shock value instead of good storytelling. And let me tell you, based on this third season premiere, all of that is warranted, because I don't know what the hell kind of show this has become now. What, started out, and for as controversial and as kind of, edgelordy as the first 2 seasons of Euphoria, I still stand by the first season being a great season of television and something that was fairly unique and something that was...
It was a moment.
yeah, it was well stylized. It had its own this very unique sense of identity that spoke to Gen Z and to teenagers at the time. And now Levinson has basically just created like his own Breaking Bad, but without any of the substance of Breaking Bad.
Oh my
Exactly what I think.
goodness.
Like this show is not the same show.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I'm just excited to hear what happens.
Oh yeah, I mean, just like Nick said, it is a different show now. It is not the Euphoria of even season 1 or season 2. I think like you comparing it to Breaking Bad is very apt because that premiere we opened in Mexico and it already just feels like trying to like copy an opening of like Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul.
Oh boy.
Even like the title font of like Euphoria is different now. But yeah, it just watching it, I was like, this just feels like a rebooted show. Like we want to keep the same characters, but we just want to make something different now. We're not doing the high school drug addiction show anymore. We're doing crime show. It's a crime show and Hollywood show now, and it just feels so weird. Like watching it, it felt more like a chore to watch the premiere than like like how Nick said, like where season 1 was enjoyable at least week to week, like a conversation around it. Here it's just
it was always something happening on Euphoria. I remember vividly just like how it hit just like a ton of bricks with like the music choices and the way the camera was moving, and Labyrinth working on the score. And now, none of that's here. Labyrinth's gone, and then
speaking of
Angus Cloud, it just,
of course.
like that's kind of why I didn't want to watch it, because I'm like, all the best elements are gone.
Yeah, especially because like in the 5 years since the second season ended, you had multiple cast members leaving. Like, of course, the passing of Angus Cloud, who played Fez on the show. Barbie Ferreira, she famously left the show. Storm.
She just had an interview talking about it.
Yeah, it's like they didn't have anything for her character to do, and I think the most famous one, the most at least publicized was the composer for the show, Labyrinth, who was a massive part of creating the soundscape and the identity of the show. It's like Euphoria, you think about that, you think of the like kind of trippy, the neon color palette, and of course the score and soundtrack by Labyrinth. And he departed in the third season. I don't let people treat me like shit. So this comes from Variety. So in a new Instagram story he wrote, people will comfortably lie in this industry and still call themselves honest people. So no cap, I decided to remove whatever music I had in it.
Damn. And you can definitely feel that in the opening. Like there's some certain music moments where you're like, man, the Labyrinth score would go perfect right here. Meanwhile, Hans Zimmer is kind of like delivering some leftover Interstellar music for certain moments.
Okay.
When I work for someone, their vision is paramount to me, but I don't let people treat me like shit. So he's being, very diplomatic in how he is approaching this discussion. Oh, 1 second. What the hell? All right. The shit. Oh, there we go. So yeah, there is been a lot of speculation, especially considering a lot of the news stories that came out about Sam Levinson, how he was like writing the season finale as they were shooting season 2 of Euphoria, how he'd have production staff and cast members just waiting around for hours while he would set up shots. And a lot of that, I think, famously shows in season 2 of Euphoria. And I don't think it's any surprise that people are leaving, especially considering the subject matter that Levinson writes around.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead, B.
I was going to say, even like during The Idol, like there was a bunch of controversy of like him and the Weeknd kind of just totally changing what the show was originally going to be. And people on that show talking about how much of a controlling and like a little bit of manipulative kind of creator he is. So I think like just with this opening, like you can just feel like the dust kind of settling. Like it's still just kind of like a bad taste in everybody's mouth watching Return to do this.
Yes, and I think that shows especially in the performances is from most of the cast. Like besides Zendaya, who she is a consummate professional. She has her name attached to this as a producer, so of course she's going to show out, and she is great, even though she is given like very paper thin material to work with. But you can tell how checked out the rest of the cast is. Like Alexa Demi, she doesn't get much to do in this premiere episode, but I think the biggest ones checked out is Jacob Elordi, who is very clearly over this. He was just nominated for an Oscar for Frankenstein, and now he has to come back to Sam Levinson.
Yeah.
Right. Like, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like everybody is just like has glowed up since he said it's been like 3 years since season 2. Yeah, we've seen all of these actors just show up in, some good things and some not so good things, but they've just been working. Like they're like the freshman class of Hollywood right now. So I'm just thinking, I bet they're just like, I got another check. I got a movie I got to shoot in 3 months, man. I don't want to be here. Like, I just saw a trailer for a movie with Jacob Elordi a couple days ago. So clearly,
Ridley Scott.
Yeah, the War. What's it called? Some War Dog, something like that. But it was just you can just tell everybody's ready to move on.
It's especially bad considering the storylines that they're given. There's controversy that especially with Sydney Sweeney, because her character this entire premiere episode is just harped up on OnlyFans and is basically just giving an advertisement for OnlyFans to the point where it just feels gratuitous. It's like, as I know I've joked about Sydney Sweeney in the past, and I do think that she is a capable actress given the right material. I liked what she did in Immaculate, that horror film she did, and I really liked her in Reality, the HBO movie. But everything else, she's just been kind of like a blank canvas of a performer, and that's especially true here. It's like she forgot any talent that she had and is just playing up her sexuality.
Did you like The Housemaid?
I liked everything else about The Housemaid.
Yes. Same, like everybody else was doing a lot of great work in that movie.
Yes.
But yeah, Sydney Sweeney and this, like Nick said, Sydney Sweeney and Jacob Elordi, they're just going through the motions, and like it's highlighted when you look at like performers like Zendaya or even Coleman Domingo, who like has like,
of course,
like one scene in his premiere, and it's like, you can tell they're trying to do their best with the material given. Domingo, another actor who like was nominated for an Oscar in between these seasons.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, it's weird. Like Hunter Schafer wasn't even in the premiere at all. Like, I feel like
we've joked about this. We've joked about this. The like special episodes that premiered during between season 1 and 2, like the ones that Zendaya co-wrote, the diner one with Coleman Domingo, and then the second one, which was the one with Jules in her therapist's office that Hunter Schafer co-written. I don't think Sam Levinson has ever let that go, that she wrote the best episode of the show.
He's
those two specials are like 2 of the best Euphoria episodes, period.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that motherfucker has not let it go.
And he won't, because he knows he can't reach like that peak again. Like,
how dare she do my job better than me?
Exactly.
Who does she think she is?
Yeah, and to the point where it feels like we're watching completely different characters. Like, look at Nate, Nate Elordi's character at Nate at the end of the second season. That guy was a psychopath.
And
here he's like calm and reasonable and caves into Cassie's demands. It's like, nah, the Nate I know, he would shut this shit down.
I hope they don't go for a redemption arc for his character, because he did some heinous shit in those first 2 seasons.
He's a terrible person. The Jacobs are terrible people.
That boy ain't right.
And he, probably a little gay, but
almost definitely, yeah.
Oh, that dude's so deep. That dude is so deep in the closet, he's halfway to Narnia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
looking at
doesn't do it.
he was looking at dick pics, man. It was getting wild. I was like,
But
yo, Nate, what's
yeah,
up?
but looking at the weeks ahead, so at the end of there's like some gross shit in this episode, like
Yeah.
especially the
Oh
graphic scenes
no.
of like Zendaya and Faye from season 2 is played by Chloe Cherry, just stuffing balloons of fentanyl down their throats. It's like
Oh.
excessive. It's disgusting. It like
Yeah.
lingers so long on there. And it's like that meme of just this writer's barely disguised fetish. Because
big time.
I'm not a prude at all. I, enjoy a bit of I can appreciate nudity on screen when it contributes to story. Because we talked about because there was controversy during what was it 25 the 25 Oscars when Anora won for Best Picture, and a lot of that movie deals with sex work and deals with nudity and the dynamics of gender, but that is using that to tell its story. That is telling that story about class in America and the like fairy tale dream of upward mobility. And here, all of the like sex and the grossness of this, it doesn't tell you anything. It's just there to shock you.
Yeah, he's basically saying like, how much can I get away with? How much can I do before HBO says stop doing that?
Oh no.
Yeah, and
I'm planning to watch this afterwards. Because I kind of want to see where this train wreck goes.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm watching, man.
Yeah, and and of course, during a drug run that Rue's on, she like goes to this like fancy house. There's this party. There's girls everywhere, and Zendaya Rue just starts getting down, having a little party with him. But she runs into a character that's named into like this kingpin who's named Alamo, who is played by trying to find the actor's name.
Yeah, he looked familiar.
Oh, is it my guy? I think I know who you're talking about. Black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's played by Adewale Akinyo.
Yeah.
Who's
that guy. You've seen him everywhere.
He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys.
The Mummy Returns, Suicide Squad, he's Killer
Mummy
Croc.
Returns, Suicide Squad, and he has great presence in this. But I'm still trying to figure out what his character is in this, because he's like reading.
Man, they dragged him into this. Damn.
Yeah, he's like owner of like several strip clubs that he like hires Rue on. So pretty much all of the female characters minus Lexi all have jobs that involve sex work. And I think that's like one of the bigger controversies in this show, because Sam Levinson doesn't seem to know how to write characters that work outside of that.
No.
So he's basically doing his Kid Rich or Die Trying character again.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of any moments during that premiere where I was like, oh, this is fun. And it might just be like that moment at the ending with Zendaya, like she's acting her ass off once again. Like she's she's gonna get that Emmy nomination once again.
Emmy
number,
yeah, it's like 3, 2?
Yeah, 3.
You got a few.
But I don't know, like this show, like I remember the premiere for season 1 just being so magnetizing. Like you couldn't help but watch it, couldn't help but want to watch next week. And here you're just like watching and being like, really? This? Okay. Like I guess I'll continue to see what happens, but like I'm not invested like anymore at this point.
Yeah. Don't you hate when a show does that?
Yeah, it's the worst.
But kudos to the cinematography. Still looks pretty. Still a very pretty looking show.
Yeah, I think I saw somewhere that he shot on VistaVision, which gives it that like cinematic look, and the show does look pretty. I will give it that. I think Levinson is a great visual director. He can't write for shit anymore apparently, but yeah, especially looking at the weeks ahead, it looks like there's gonna be more sex work shenanigans, more of just trying to get Sydney Sweeney stripping down. Nate seems to be caught up in some shady business practices, and honestly, I couldn't care less.
So,
I'll say it. This show has officially jumped the shark. There's
mm,
no story
Oh,
left to
wait.
tell with Euphoria. Anything interesting with these characters, it went away at the end of the first season.
yeah.
And yeah,
Mm.
that's what I got with this show. Brandon, you're the other person who watched this. You sticking around?
I unfortunately will be sticking around just to see,
You
because
sick
my
bastard.
curiosity, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. My curiosity has the best of me with this. Like, I just want to see where it goes and just the conversation around it. Like, because like even like with the premiere, like people talking about it, they were like me. They weren't enjoying themselves. They were just like kind of flabbergasted at like what the show has become. Um, so I guess just part of me wants to see how bad it gets. Like I still enjoy the acting, like Zendaya, of course. I mean, got Marshawn Lynch in there. I want to see what crazy stuff he
Oh,
does.
okay. See, now I gotta watch.
But like, it's at this point, I'm not even like, it's not Euphoria to me. This just feels like an offshoot. Like, it ended with that season 2 finale, and this is just DLC.
Yeah. And I'll speak as the person who didn't watch and plans to watch because, like Brandon said, out of some sick, guilty pleasureness. But it's like for me, it's like we've seen that first season. You just get so attached to all these characters, whether you love them or you hate them. And not only are these characters magnetizing, they're some of the best young actors in Hollywood right now. So the curiosity me is like, I want to see what they do. I know, like you said, Jake Elordi is phoning it in. I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. But I'm just curious to see. Also, like I like when you're invested in these characters for so long, when you watch a show for so long, like say Game of Thrones, you want to see how the ending works, even if it
Yeah.
sucks.
Just give me the closure. I just gotta see it
Yeah,
through.
you just want some closure. Like, okay, let me see how you're gonna wrap this all up.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not like it was with Succession or Atlanta, where it was like, oh, this is all planned out, like
Yeah.
4
Exactly.
seasons. All right, we're out of here. You kind of want to see where like a hack screws up.
There you go. Yeah.
At this point, you're
They're
just
not all
watching.
geniuses.
Yeah, they can't all be winners. At this point, we're just watching for the train wreck.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
not.
Exactly.
It's not the good place.
But yeah, that's season 3 of Euphoria. What did you think about it? Are you gonna stick around watching it, or are you like me? Oh wait, Brandon, you said you were gonna keep watching, so I guess I'll suffer with you, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. We'll go through it.
I'll join you guys on that highway to hell. So.
The things I do for the internet. But moving on to so we got the vegetables out of the way. Yo, Josh, what's up, man? He's lurking in the chat. Hello. Josh on the afternoon tune. So yep, we got the vegetables out of the way. So let's get to some fucking peak, shall we?
Yeah, peak.
So one of, I think, the surprise hits of this current season of Peak that we are experiencing is Maul Shadow Lord, the newest series from Dave Filoni, the newest Star Wars animation following Maul and his crime journey.
Sorry
picking
about that.
Picking up from the last episode, we have Devin, who has escaped her prison cell, and she runs into Maul, who's just, offering a cup of tea in these trying times with the lightsaber conveniently in reach.
Yes.
But
what proceeds
to follow in the third episode is this very long and very tense exchange between the two of them, talking about like the philosophies of the Jedi and the Sith, of the failures of the Republic, of the squalor that Devin and her master damn, why can't I not remember names? And her master, Dennis Haysbert.
I just watched it too. Damn.
I think it was Daki or something like that.
Yeah, Master Daki. Yeah, the squalor that they find themselves in. And it's some very compelling stuff. Something that I noticed is just how much of Maul's dialogue has like double meanings, and he's outwardly presenting a front of like this very honorable person, but because we know who he is, because we have watched Clone Wars, because we've watched Rebels, in his future. We know the kind of person that Maul is, but we're still like pulled into him as a person. And even with with the character of Devin, you can kind of slowly start to see her being pulled in. What do you guys think of episode 3?
Brandon, you want to go first?
No, you go for it. Okay.
I'm digging where the show is going. Yeah, I enjoyed the duel, and I enjoyed the almost kind of borderline mutual respect that Devin had with Maul, because at the end, he at their big fight, he lets her go. So clearly, he's like, I see some potential in you. I need to see where you're going. So, and I just enjoy just the cops and robbers aspect of it. Like Wagner Moore is like Al Pacino in Heat. Anytime there's a mention of Maul, it's like, we're going, don't tell the Empire shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something that I really dug about the 3rd episode, that we get to see more of Wagner Moore's character of Lawson and his background. We find out that his ex-wife used to work for the Empire. He's seen what they are about, because we're still in this kind of like transition period between the Republic and the Empire, and he knows the kind of oppression and tyranny they bring, and he wants to keep that way off planet.
Yep.
I agree. Like, it reminds me of early Andor season 1, when they're Cyril's trying to kind of operate without the Empire's input, and then as soon as they mess up, boom, Empire's there. Like, they're not completely in control of everything yet. They're still kind of letting planets do what they want, but it's like one slip up is all you need for them to come running.
And that's something that I've felt has been missing from Star Wars lately. For as many movies as we have of the Empire as like the main villains, they haven't really felt like a threat in a long time. We, of course, Andor being one of the exceptions of it, a lot of that in the Bad Batch, but here
Rogue One.
Rogue One, and here they're like this very terrifying looming presence, because we know what the Empire is about. And not all of the characters know, especially Two Boots, who's voiced by Richard Ayoade.
My boy.
Very much enjoying. Like, I love like going back to Maul's thing. Like he's like even like on the same side as like Wagner Mora. Like, they're both like, no, we can't have the Empire come here. We're kind of operating on our own right now. And like the kind of stuff he says to Devin, like during their little one-on-one, he's like very much trying to convince her. Like, even more so, is like, yo, they stole your destiny from you. Like, what's the point of not trying, of not like, becoming something different? Like, there's no point in doing the same thing anymore. And like Nick said, like, you kind of see his point of view. You're like, man, this small guy, he looks like a devil, but he's got some points.
Yeah, it's like a line that he gives while he's like sitting down with Devin is like, my mother was murdered, my brother was murdered, my destiny is stolen from me, and you tell me that I can't relate to you,
right?
Also, can I say really quick? I like that he fought with one hand.
yeah, he was going very Dooku on him, Dooku.
Just like
and
one hand.
And something that I love in the choreography, because I noticed this, it's like it's very showy in a lot of the other Star Wars. They're just moving to hit the blade, but every strike here, it's hitting the body. They're swinging for to kill.
Yeah. Definitely trying to take him out.
Yeah,
it's
and
not
something
just
that
pretty.
Yeah, and something that I noticed is that even in episode 3 during the duel, it's like he asks Devin, it's like, you're really going to pass up a chance to kill me? And she says, I'm not stupid enough to fight you, because she knows how outmatched she is.
Exactly.
She's smart, but like, he keeps egging her on. Like, that anger gets to her at a certain point.
Yeah, a little bit of that anger. And you can see that, she taps into that dark side a little bit.
Fear leads to anger. And anger leads to hate. Blah, blah, blah.
To the 4th episode, Pride and Vengeance, we finally get somewhat a confrontation between Maul and Lawson, and Maul offers the deal. It's like, you leave me alone, I keep the Empire. You leave me to my nefarious schemes, and the Empire doesn't come back. You just gotta, let me go. And of course, Lawson, being a good man, a guy who believes in justice, he refuses, and firefight ensues.
Yep,
Yeah.
Maul's got a gang.
It's a good cop and gang shootout right there.
Yep, exactly. Maul took over the little criminal empire. He's like, hey, you want to work for me? Hey, your boss is dead. I got you. I got your back. So all you got to do is report to me.
Exactly, and I love seeing Devin and Master Docky kind of like waiting in the wings, like kind of like becoming or like referring back to that, like what a Jedi's supposed to be, trying to help out. Like they're the ones that tip off Lawson about like where Maul is. So yeah, it's interesting to see that dynamic between them. Like Lawson doesn't want to give them up either. Like he knows what a Jedi is. I think even Two Boots says like earlier, he says like back in the Republic days, we call it Jedi and they would take care of this. And he's like, well, we're not in those days anymore. We're not calling Empire for this.
Nope.
Yep.
They're long gone.
Yeah, and more of that. You also see like before they start fighting with Maul starts to fight Docky and Devin. They like have that conversation, and we get to see like more of I think the Sith code actually becoming canon. Like he has that because the Sith have power, they deserve to take control and rule.
Exactly. And like you see how Docky is just still such one of those old school Jedi to a fault, like very Mace Windu-ish or
stick to the code.
Exactly. We're not going to break any rules.
Yeah, Docky is a true believer, but it doesn't help him in this fight because Maul kind of mollywops the both of them.
It wasn't fair. It was slobber knocking.
They live because Maul got bored.
Yeah,
exactly,
pretty much.
But I love during that fight, like whenever he's like fighting Devin, you can see he's kind of like holding back, but when he's fighting Docky, he's like straight up trying to kill Docky. He's not letting that old man like get any leeway.
That little green bastard.
Yep. So at the end of this, Lawson he finds Docky and Devin. He realizes they're Jedi, and then he tells them to get lost before his backup sees him. And Two Boots, he says he's sorry because he called the Empire. And we end the episode with a Star Destroyer arriving over Janix and setting the stage for the next episode, which is going to be called Inquisition. And we, of course, see Inquisitors start to play a part in this show. And yeah, this show has been great so far. What have you guys been thinking?
I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like I've always been in the area where I think like Star Wars really shines when it's in animation. Like that's all my favorite kind of Star Wars stuff. So like what they're doing with Maul, like making it a little bit more mature than like Clone Wars. Like by the time the end of Clone Wars, it got a little more darker. Like same with Bad Batch. So I love like kind of starting off like in that dark area, that dark tone for this show, and I'm just loving it. Love the characters and seeing this weird kind of middle timeline of Maul in between the end of Clone Wars and where we see him pop up in Solo.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, I mean, as somebody, as I said, I haven't done all of the Star Wars animation knowledge. As somebody who just loves Darth Maul, as a one-time Phantom Menace kid, it was one of the most watched VHSs as a child, and I had a little Darth Maul cup, which I still need to buy. But yeah, it's just cool to see Darth Maul in this new light for me, and to see him in this new role, and I will be doing the research, I promise. But just as an action show, as a crime thriller, as something we haven't really seen in Star Wars, where I think Star Wars is fun when it's playing with different genres within sci-fi. Mandalorian is clearly a samurai space western, and Andor is a conspiracy born identity crime thriller. And I just love how Star Wars has evolved over time, and I think Maul is a great example of that.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's been so far the show has kind of like struck that perfect balance between something that is darker and grittier and more grounded in tone like Andor, and having the fun and camp of early days of Clone Wars. And especially with how they've how they've written, how they've introduced Maul in his arc, his dynamic with Devin. I can't wait to see how the rest of the season plays out. This is so far it's been like peak TV. This has been appointment viewing for me.
I agree. I completely agree.
All right, so that was episodes 3 and 4 of Maul Shadow Lord. Moving on to the next batch of Disney Plus, we have the episode 5 of Daredevil Born Again. So where we left off in episode 4, Vanessa Fisk is in the ICU with a piece of glass sticking out of her brain. Matt and Bullseye are on the run, and we have this very long conversation between Matt and Dex about nature of mercy, whether the character deserved redemption or not. And here we get something that I was, very shocked that we got in this episode, and we got a flashback to pre-season 1 of Daredevil. We see
the avocados at law.
Characters we get our avocados at law, baby.
Yeah,
Foggy is back.
As Foggy, and we also get the return of American Wesley.
yeah, American Wesley.
Buck has been killing it.
Yeah, and something that struck me is that we even down to like the aspect ratio, the costuming, it feels so much closer to like the Netflix run of the show. I felt like making those changes, it's kind of necessary to give Born Again its own identity, and saying that this is a continuation of the Netflix run, but this is also kind of doing its own thing. And this episode, I felt like it struck that perfect balance between handing off the legacy of the Netflix version and establishing this as its own thing. What did you guys think?
I love this episode.
Completely agree.
Go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. No, yeah. I very much enjoyed this episode as well. Like, I was completely taken off guard by like the flashbacks. Like, it's always been kind of rumored, like especially after Foggy died in season 1. We're like, he can't just not come back forever. So to see him do it like this and to like have so much reverence and like kind of like make it so much like the Netflix show was such a happy surprise. Like, I love seeing that dynamic again, and kind of seeing even like the dynamic with Fisk and Wesley again, like seeing these characters before, like instead of how we're seeing them now, like especially before season 1, like there's a lot of fun little lines of dialogue or like hints towards like things that that happen in that season. So it was really good.
It's like, have you ever heard of Bitcoin?
If only Kingpin invested in Bitcoin and not.
Oh man, he would have made so much money.
Wilson Fisk is a crypto bro.
Of course he is. It makes sense. It all makes sense.
But it also introduces a fun flashback in that Buck and Wesley knew each other from back in their days in the military.
Yeah.
And it adds this like extra dimension because, where when a show introduces like new characters, they try to force connections to the past. But here it felt really natural in that a lot of the, various hits that we saw Kingpin doing, it's kind of like fun to retcon is like that was Buck.
Right, exactly. And it's good when a show has like exciting and intriguing sidekick characters. And as far as this episode for me, I saw people on Twitter complaining about the slower pace. There wasn't a lot of action scenes, but I really enjoyed, the more, what's the word for soulful approach.
Yeah, the more deliberate pace on this episode. And
it's a little bit more delicate and a little bit more to chew on, especially between Matt and Foggy's flashback argument about mercy and him dealing with Bullseye, literally the man who killed Foggy. It is such a heavy piece.
And something that reminds me of when the Netflix Daredevil was at its best. It was when Charlie and Eldon Henson were just in a room talking to each other. One of the best episodes of the entire run of the show was in season 1, Nelson v. Murdoch, where Foggy finds out Matt's secret. And that long conversation and that, eventual falling out between friends. It's like one of the greatest, most emotionally charged episodes of television I've seen. And you get a little bit of that in this, but it I do have one nitpick because of course Charlie Cox and Eldon Henson don't look like they do back during
10
the
years
season
ago.
1 run of
Yeah,
the show.
10 years ago.
What
I
is
know,
this
yeah.
fuck ass hairpiece that they put
Yeah,
on?
they just slapped
put
that on
Charlie
there.
Hey,
That shit. Charlie is a handsome man, and he has aged since the run of the show. The hairline isn't what it used to be, but what the hell?
hey, if you ask me,
Yeah.
that's the hallmark of any good television prestige show. When you put your character in a fuck ass wig for a flashback, that's how
There you
you
go.
know.
I mean,
That's how you know.
what was the other option? Just put him in a backwards ball cap like Saw.
The whole time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
How do you
the whole
do,
time.
fellow kids? Yeah, Disney money ain't Netflix money. I'll tell you that.
So good.
But yeah, we
Saving
also
a
get
few dollars.
Yeah, we also get this, the beautiful scenes between Matt and Dex, and so much of Matt questioning and Matt in his Catholic guilt of like, this is the man who killed Foggy, and I know that he is dead if I leave him behind. But when he has several chances to, and Matt, he remembers that conversation with Foggy about Mercy. And he picks Dex up and brings him to Karen Page, and next week she ain't gonna be happy about that.
Yeah, the look in her eye was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I hope the episode just starts with her being like, "Matt, what the fuck?"
Yeah, like, dude, what the fuck?
But
we
yeah,
can say this now. We're on a mature show.
Oh, they drop so many F-bombs like every episode.
Yeah, like, oh wow, I forgot to watch this on Disney.
But yeah, no, I love that ending, and like just Matt and like Dex like kind of having that same back and forth like that we see in the flashback, and Dex in his own twisted way being like, yeah, no, the scales are even now. I killed her. I'm dying. Let me die. And just like Matt like still refusing to do this, still being the hero,
still being the good old Catholic boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yep. Speaking of other characters in the show, we also get a road trip between Daniel,
our
Weasley little deputy mayor of communications, and Buck, and this very tense exchange because they're still trying to find who's leaking videos, who's leaking information to the City Without Fear YouTube channel that BB Urich is running, and Daniel is just kind of so tense throughout this entire episode, and that really struck me too. And I really like the turnaround that they've done with a lot of the side characters.
Same, I agree.
Yeah, seeing him come up and trying to work his way through this corrupt system, it's a lot of fun. Trying to stay loyal to BB, but starting to stay loyal to Fisk. It's very, very complicated, layered character.
Yeah, boot licking is all fun and games until the boot starts to step on you.
Yep. Gotta be careful who you snitch to.
Yeah. And like by that episode, he knows is a BB because like Vanessa's in the hospital, and then like literally not even like 10 minutes after BB leaves, it's on the news. Like, we just heard Vanessa Fisk is in critical condition. And he's like, oh
shit. God
damn
it, BB.
that. Buck and like and him have like such an interesting dynamic, like two very different characters, but like the kind of camaraderie they have, the kind of respect they have for one another is like so interesting. And like
Buck's like, I like you.
By the end of the episode, we think he's gonna kill him, but he's like, nope, you're in it now. Time to get some good fellas going.
And there's another dead body in the trunk that I think is supposed to be Christophe, the first mate of the Star.
Yep.
It's like shovel or saw.
Yeah, I'm taking shovel all day.
Yeah. Team shovel. I'm not cutting up no bodies.
No, thank you.
But tying back to the last major development from the previous episode, Vanessa Fisk, they get this like back and forth dance of, is Vanessa gonna be okay? Is she gonna live past this this episode? And we get some, I think, for as great as Vincent D'Onofrio is as Wilson Fisk, this is the most human the character has ever been. And this is probably the best performance from Ayelet Zur as Vanessa. And of course, because the show is, much darker, and Vanessa dies at the end of this episode.
I thought they were gonna fake me out.
For
Honestly, I was like,
realsies.
okay. I was like, she's not gonna
Yeah,
die. Like hospital,
because
she's good.
she got a shard of glass in the brain. It's like
yeah.
even
We don't know how deep
even
that incision was.
even when we see that she's awake and talking, I got so many flashbacks to the Netflix run where we had Ben Urich and his wife who was going through the throes of
Oh
dementia.
yeah.
Oh
And
Big
so
wow,
time.
many of those
yeah.
parallels, and so much of the season, I think, is about Wilson Fisk answering for his sins of the past, and he also loses the one person who, kept him about as human as he could possibly be.
He lost the
Yeah.
lion tamer. She
Big
was the
time.
one who knew he was nuts, but she was just like, okay, but we're gonna have to think about this. You can rule your empire, do whatever you want, but be smart about it. So now that he's lost that anchor, it's like, you let the lion out of the cage. So it's gonna be all hell breaks loose for these next couple episodes, I fear.
And even other people know that. Like in the previous episode, the governor of New York was talking to Vanessa and was like, "Yeah, I don't really like Fisk, but I like you, and I trust you, and I trust you more than him to keep him in check." So, like, I think, like you said, it's gonna be Fisk really, really letting the reins off and like going full, almost dictator of New York.
Yeah, it's about to get scary.
Yeah. And we already know, because I think they've said in interviews or like on the companion podcast that this season is going to end the Wilson Fisk arc. And I'm curious to see how that wraps up, especially now that we have Dex and Matt who seem to be like forming an understanding. If so, we also have Jessica Jones, who is confirmed for the season that hasn't shown up yet. And what are you guys thinking of the rest of the season?
I'm very excited to see Jessica again, of course, Kristen Ritter, who's also always amazing. Yeah, and I'm very curious to see how this ends for Wilson Fisk, because you can't just kill him.
No, never.
Yeah, what if we get that eventual Spider-Man movie? But yeah, I've been loving this season. I've been loving the darker tone. I've been loving the risks Disney has been taking with it. And I think Punisher leads like right after the finale, one last kill. So it's great to see the Netflix universe get a redemption arc. As some of season 3, maybe Luke Cage will show up. It's not confirmed.
Not even maybe. There's like
if you know, you know. It's the worst kept secret. So yeah, the Defenders are coming back. So I'm curious to see. I know they're leading to this army. White Tiger, and who knows who else might show up in this season. So I think it's going to be very intriguing to see Daredevil finally get his revenge on Kingpin and take him down, hopefully for good this time. So that's what I'm excited to see.
All right, Brandon, what about you, man?
Yeah, no, like you said earlier, like this season I've really started enjoying and liking a lot of the newer characters. So like part of me is even like super excited to see where they end up by the end of the season. Like I want to see what happens to BB, what happens to White Tiger, what happens to what's the name?
Cherry.
Buck. Yeah, Buck and Cherry. And Matt's lawyer friend. I forget her name too, but
Kirsten.
just everybody. Christian, yeah.
And Heather.
Because yes, exactly. Because one thing I'm enjoying about this season, like after season 1, all those new characters in this season have been sorely affected by just knowing Matt Murdock in Daredevil, being in his vicinity. So like people around him usually don't end up well, or their relationship ends up totally fractured by the end of it. So curious to see where that goes with all that.
Some of these people are gonna die.
Probably. But seeing where Kingpin goes is like probably the biggest thing. Like Vincent D'Onofrio has been killing it. And yeah, just curious to see how they set up whatever season 3 is and what the street level of MCU continues to look like.
Yeah, the street level of the MCU has really been the stuff that I feel like people are the most excited about. As much news is coming up out of CinemaCon about Avengers Doomsday. I don't think the hype is near anywhere close to what it was for Infinity War or Endgame. And it's the street level stuff that has the most room to grow and has the most room to tell interesting stories. And with Born Again season 2, I feel like the show has finally hit its stride. I know I was very excited for the first season. I think it's okay. I appreciate it more now binge watching it versus when it came out watching it week to week. But now the show has kind of hit that balance of what it was trying to do in the first season. And this is another example of peak TV. I'm excited every Tuesday waiting for the episodes to drop.
And I'll add on what you said about the Marvel fans fiending for more street level content. I think it's just because, like Marvel fans who are like 10 years old watching Iron Man are like 30 now, and want to see something different, want to see something a little bit more mature. So, again, I've said this before, but I hope Marvel keeps making these more mature, kind of risk taking movies and shows.
Yeah, I'm right there with you both. I think like the reception of Daredevil is more than enough to show that people really care about the street level stuff. Like the fact that we're getting that Punisher special, the fact that the next Spider-Man movie is more like connected to the street level side, has Punisher in it. So like I think there's a lot more potential. Same with like the Defenders coming back. Like they know there's an audience for this. We're hungry for more of this kind of stuff. The lower stakes and more intimate, mature kind of side of Marvel that we don't get a lot of. So I'm happy Daredevil is like leading that charge.
Yep,
for sure.
Likewise, the show has been fantastic so far. I can't wait to see more next Tuesday. And speaking of one of the shows, it's starting to come to a close with the newest episode of Invincible. I wish I could do this. I wish I had the capability of doing the effect on this. But speaking of the newest episode, it's we're taking our boys to Viltrum, but before the action kicks off, we get a flashback. We see this Emperor Argal that we've only heard about in the show and only ever heard about in the comics. And of course, because Thetis is voiced by Optimus Prime, we also have Argal, who's voiced by Frank Welker, who voices Megatron. So we see the events leading up to Argal's assassination and what led Thrag to claiming the throne. And we also see the actual events of the Viltrumite Purge. And something that I, said when the season premiered with the first 3 episodes, we're getting to see the events of the Scourge virus, an event that is shown in the comics, but doesn't really have the emotional impact that it did. Here, I felt that exact same way with the Viltrumite Purge. And so much of why Thrag initiates it is because he showed mercy to Thetis, and that led to the death of Argal. He showed mercy, and he sees that mercy as weakness. And it's something that I think where we're getting improvements of the source material from the comics. We see the beginning of the Purge. We see Thrag and how heavy this decision weighs on him. And what makes him so fascinating is that, as misguided as Thrag is, he genuinely thinks he is doing the right thing for his people.
Right.
He's like a zealot, almost like a cult leader. Like he's very much bought into his philosophy of like, no sign of weakness. So we're gonna start. Whoever survives, that's good. That means you were supposed to live. If you died, you were weak. And just the fact that he just like goes to his throne room and just lets it happen. He's just sitting there.
Yeah, it's that classic heavy is the head that wears the crown. And we also get a shot that we've seen before in season 1, where we saw the aftermath of the Purge of Viltrum. And we get, I think it's a recolored version of the same shot, where we see characters that we've met before. We see General Krieg, we see Conquest, and Thula, and we know how psychotic Conquest is. And he is bending to the knee to Thrag.
Right.
It's like
Just
That's a
already
scary
mad
guy.
it's like,
and it's funny, like the whole
we
time
know
with
how
this past
terrifying
week.
Yeah, we know how terrifying Conquest is. We saw what he managed to do to Mark and do to Earth, and
Mhm.
he is bending the knee to Thrag. And
Yeah.
Thrag. A lot of people on Twitter last week, they were talking
Yeah.
about, oh, fraud,
Yeah.
Fraud
phony,
watch.
great big
Fraud watch.
Oh,
phony.
he ain't doing nothing.
He's
Oh,
just
how they were
posturing.
wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, they were wrong.
You call anybody a fraud on
We were
Invincible, you're probably gonna see why they're not.
like,
I was like, oh, just wait on this guy.
yeah, have a little patience.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
And like part of me feels like it was like a little deliberate.
Yeah.
yep. And before we get to the actual fight on Viltrum, we have like some cute little moments between our survivors, stuff that wasn't really in the comics. We get to see like the cute discussion of like what their last meal would be. We see some character dynamics building between Oliver and Tech Jacket. We see some more of a Alan and Telia, and of course Battle Beast coming in as the comic relief is like, my last meal will be my own blood as I die at the hands of a worthy opponent.
Totally normal things to say.
Love that
And
guy.
we also get some of Mark leaving a recording to Eve of his like Dear John letter in case I don't make it back. And he's like building up how scary Thrag is. It's like Thrag was like genetically engineered from birth to be the strongest Viltrumite. Even a guy like Conquest was scared of him.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything's gonna be okay. And they pull up to Planet Viltrum. Planet Viltrum, expecting to, pull up on Thrag, kill him, send their army into disarray. He's like,
no, he's waiting.
He's right there.
Hello, motherfucker. He's standing there menacingly.
Yeah, he wanted to smoke. He wasn't scared.
Not a surprise attack anymore.
And we've seen Viltrumites before, and I've seen a lot of complaints about the power scaling on this show, how how characters are only as strong as they need to be for the plot, and that's just an issue with all of sci-fi. All I care about
that's comic books, man.
Yeah, plot armor.
That's just comic books in general.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's just comic books in general. And we get the run of Oliver trying to run the fade with another Viltrumite.
And Oliver.
It does not go well.
Sweet Oliver.
You got guts, kid.
Yeah, the kid's got moxie.
He's got moxie.
He's got balls, kid.
No, but second time, first Conquest, now Thrag, and Thrag wastes very little time with him. He just takes his jaw in his arm and is like, yeah, you're not even worth my time. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's like you're
like
not
a piece of
one
paper.
Of us.
Exactly. Yeah, he's very much like, oh, you were made with bug people. Ew, you're not one of us.
Ew. Bugs, gross. You're not even full Viltrumite.
Yep. The ambush doesn't go according to plan, and then Space Racer arrives. He fires his like Infinity Ray at the planet, and we get a few minutes of one of the most stunning sequences of animation in the show, and one of the like most insane things from the run of the comics. And I was curious how they were going to get to it in this show. And Mark, Nolan, and Thetis, they fly through the planet and destroy Viltrum.
It is
absolutely awesome.
And it is a stunning sequence of animation. It is, beautifully done. And even though we are on the side of the coalition, you can't help but, sort of feel the loss and the sense of scale of this, because this is the most ambitious thing that's happened in the show so far.
Yeah, destroying the whole planet.
Exactly.
And just like the look on their faces afterwards, like there's just silence from everybody.
Yeah, they're not proud of it. It was
No.
really the last resort. Like,
Yeah.
do it. So
it's and that's pulled essentially straight from the comic.
It's
and
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brandon, you were saying something?
I was gonna say, yeah. I think like the show gets a lot of flack, and sometimes it is warranted for just like the animation. But like, whenever they pull something off like this, like you can't help but like be amazed. Like, of course, the fight scenes always look pretty good, but like something like this, like Nick said, we haven't seen destruction or like on a level like this before. We've seen like, of course, cities and towns completely destroyed, people eviscerated, but like, yeah, just a whole planet and like the fact that like I don't think there's like a lot of music or like the music isn't like blaring during that. It's just like all that. Like they really let that moment sit. And I think like the animators definitely deserve all the praise whenever they deliver something like that on that scale.
Yeah, and speaking of Thrag aura farming, because because the man heard all of the allegations last week.
Yeah,
he heard
like,
that.
Are you talking about me?
He took that personally.
Yeah, he's running the fade on everyone.
This is probably one of my favorite. One of the best punches in animation I've seen.
Yeah.
It's just.
It's like
I've never.
It's like
it's just how does
how
the
hard
fact
you
that it was pulling him in
a wind up have a gravitational pull.
Exactly.
He knocked that motherfucker into orbit.
Literally, and he kept flying. He was still going. When we see Nolan again, he still got momentum in that way.
Yeah, he doesn't stop until he hits the ring.
Exactly, it's insane level of power. Like
just terrifying.
So cool.
Yeah, and it's like one of the most striking things. It's like, how can we beat him, Dad? It's like, we can't.
Nolan just looked at Mark like, I don't know what to tell you. You've given it all.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you know.
It is power that is terrifying. And something that that Nolan and Mark, they've always managed to come through on this show. And they've always managed to like find a way to win. And this is the first time I felt actual genuine danger.
Yeah, especially, especially where we're headed next episode. But yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, to see a villain who is just completely just in his element. There's nothing more terrifying than somebody with nothing to lose on top of that.
Now, especially.
Yeah, with nothing to lose and is now purely motivated by revenge.
Yeah.
And
he's already taken out your leader.
One of the most I think the funniest panels that's recreated almost shot for shot from the comic. It's like
so good.
Oh yeah, which has now become a meme.
Where are you going?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Mark flying in fierce.
Yeah, it's the first time. Yeah, it's like we haven't seen fear in Mark like that since the season 3 finale with Conquest.
Yeah. It's getting spooky. It's great.
Yep, Nolan and Mark Thrag, he gets them dead to rights, and the last minute he decides that nope, there's too few Viltrumites. They need them.
Yep.
Fall back to repopulate. And even of course, Mark and Nolan, they wake up on the ship. Oliver, he's in a Bacta tank, and Mark has the horrifying realization that they're going to Earth. The Viltrumites. They disappeared.
Yep.
So nothing good can come from that.
No, I'm sure. No, the Guardians got it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Guardians of
the Globe got it.
Raw Mortal and Duplicate got this.
Yeah, of course. You got Monster Girl. You know what I mean?
Nope, they're trapped in another dimension right
now.
Oh,
that's right. Yep. Damn, all the good guys are gone. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, Guardians are very much the B
Guardians
team
are
right
the Guardians are
Cecil
the
will
fucking,
figure it out.
yeah, the Guardians are the B team, and everybody that can solo a Viltrumite is in space.
Yeah.
They're about to get their ass back to Earth.
Yeah.
Get on that ship.
That is something that I think is a perfect way to end this episode before the season finale, because we've seen what one Viltrumite can do on planet Earth. We see, the end of season 1, we saw the Invincible War, we saw the fight with Conquest. We see how destructive they can be, and now they're coming to Earth with a vengeance.
Yeah, they're pissed.
I'm excited.
It's some fantastic stakes building, and I cannot wait for the season finale.
Oh yeah, I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm like, dang it! Now I gotta wait another year to see where this shit goes again. But yeah, this show.
I know it's over before it even got these damn short seasons. So it's also quick over with. It's disgusting.
It is, but this show knows how to build up its stakes. It knows how to build tension and like deliver on some pretty climactic and emotional like moments. So like I'm excited to see where everything goes from here, because Thrag is mad.
Yes, very much so.
Like he killed Thetis like in an instant.
Yeah, he killed him so fast. Nolan and Mark didn't even have a chance to react.
No time.
Fuck.
Oh God.
Yeah, we should be worried.
Yep.
Yeah, so that is the penultimate episode of Invincible. That's been a phenomenal season so far. If this finale sticks the landing, I think I've said it before, Invincible is probably my favorite comic book show on TV, and season 4 has just lived up to that reputation continuously, and I cannot wait for the season finale. How about you guys?
I mean, yeah, I mean, this is just incredible. I was just talking to a friend of mine about just how Invincible, just every episode, it's just become like the water cooler conversation. Even if you're not into comic book TV shows per se, it has just become such a source of, the memes and just the public zeitgeist at this point. And it's always so intriguing and always so fun to see what people say about it, and, how the show evolves over time, how these characters evolve over time. It's just a joy to watch. It's like, Justice League times 10 on steroids, Adult Swim version. And it's for me, I would rank it definitely as one of the best comic book shows I've ever seen, for sure.
This is for what Game of Thrones was to Martin fans back in the day when that show was good. This is that to me. This is my Game of Thrones.
Yeah, not season 6 though.
But no, I'm right there with you guys. Like I am loving this show. Like every year when it comes out, I'm like excited, and like every episode, like week to week, is like something to look forward to. I remember reading like the comics during like season 1 and season 2, and just kind of stopping and being like, okay, I'm just gonna let the show do it, and then I go back and like read. But like,
I did that with Walking Dead.
Yeah, same. So going from like kind of knowing what's going to happen to like being like, like not knowing at all, like has been a very good feeling for this show. And like these past 2 seasons especially has continued to surprise me. So I'm super excited to see where it goes from here. And hopefully Earth doesn't blow up or die.
Good luck, everybody.
Pretty much.
Good luck. Yeah, but that was Invincible episode 7. Don't do anything rash. But moving on to our final. Oh, real quick. Josh is in the chat. He's asking us are we going to review Beef season 2? I don't know, guys. Are we? Shall we?
Maybe. Yeah.
I haven't started it yet, but I'm down.
We can. Yeah, I'm 3 episodes deep.
Yeah, so Beef season 2, we'll have that pending. It'll be either on the next TV stream or the one after that, depending on.
Real quick, can I just give a shout out to Marco's Got Money Troubles, another great show people should watch.
Okay.
Elle Fanning, you are amazing.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Apple TV, for as much as I shit on that streaming service, they've got some great stuff. Like Shrinking just wrapped its 3rd season. I was a big fan of that. Monarch, I still haven't caught up, but that's been great.
Me neither.
Yeah, and I'm behind on Monarch too, but I like what I saw so far.
Yeah, I plan to get on it.
But yeah, Beef season 2, that review is going to be pending. But moving on to our final topic of the show, we have The Boys continuing on
Them
with
boys.
season 5, episode 3. This Soldier Boy, that dastardly bastard, he survived the soup virus.
He's just
now he's like fully out in the public. He's now with Homelander, now out as a member of the 7. And we find out the reason he survived was because Soldier Boy, he's got that good old original recipe compound V. He's got that original that makes you immortal stuff. The same stuff that Stormfront and Thomas Gilligan did, and that makes him immune to the superhero super virus.
Oh boy.
So now that's setting up the
Of course he did.
That's setting up the guffin of the season of now the race to find the V1 for Homelander to like make himself immortal, which is like his whole motivator for the wanting to ascend and become a god.
Yeah, that boy ain't right. Speaking of boys, that ain't right.
Yeah, that boy.
Homelander's got some issues. In
case you didn't realize it already.
In case you didn't know what show you're watching, Homelander's got some problems.
It's like, wait, I thought he was the good guy. He's got the flag on his chest.
No, he's tweaking hardcore, as he usually. One of my favorite things about any Boys season is just seeing Anthony Starr freak out. So, just see, this petulant, immature, insecure man-child who thinks he can run a nation just slowly crumble when everybody thinks Soldier Boy is cooler. Even he has to take the spotlight away from him. It's like, oh, by the way, that's my dad. He couldn't just let Soldier Boy shine for one moment. It's like, it's got to be about me. I got to be the center of attention. Everybody's got to look at me.
God, yeah, and that's been something that I really enjoyed in this newest season is the dynamic between Soldier Boy and Homelander, and of course Jensen Ackles. He's like one of my favorite guys to watch, especially all of the meat to chew on with this character, and just how much he's just punking Homelander.
Just hamming it up.
It's like, yeah, you're gonna age. I'm not. I just gotta wait, and I'll run the 7.
Yeah. What do you call him? The softest, wettest boy?
Yeah. And then, like, on top of that, him, like, re-emphasizing what A-Train told him last week, that you're nothing. You are nothing. You're just no power or anything can make you more than nothing. And that just hits home again for Homelander.
He knows it.
He hates hearing it.
Yeah. He's a punk.
Yep. But back to our boys, they're like on the hunt for the V1, which leads them to Stan Edgar. Of course, Edgar, he lied to Zoe saying that Homelander killed her mom and not Butcher.
Yeah. Whoops.
Oh wait, no, that was different. You said that Samir is dead.
Yeah.
And yep. Also in the Stan Edgar's compound is Maverick, who's a Translucence kid who Huey killed in the first season. And Edgar lied to Maverick and said that, that was Homelander in order to get him on his side. And we get some very fun dynamic between Huey trying to like atone for killing Maverick's dad. Does not go well.
No.
Starlight's just like, dude, stop. What are you doing?
you don't have to do this.
It's kind of funny because he's like overselling it. It's like, fuck that motherfucker.
That guy, I swear.
Motherfucker.
Man, we gotta get rid of this guy, man. I don't know what's wrong with him.
I always saying that.
Some just capital A acting from Jack Quaid. I've loved him.
Good old Quaid.
I've loved him in this entire run of the show. And we also get some great moments between Mother's Milk and Stan Edgar. To talk over cigars, and we see, just how conniving Edgar really is, because even while he gives respect to Milk's father, he's like, it's like this small town lawyer had 30 Ivy League attorneys working nights and weekends.
Hmm.
But yep, he was never going to win, and it's why you won't either.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Literal epitome of like big business versus the little man.
Big bank
I
tank,
love
little bank.
exactly, and
Yep.
I love that MM at the end is still like, yeah, that may be the way. You may be like in charge again, but I'm gonna be the one to shoot you in the head. Still,
I'm still gonna fuck you up
exactly.
because you're part of and it's all gotta burn.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gotta go.
Yep, and yep. Also on their trail is the deep Black Noir Cindy, who we saw in season 2, was like one of the working at the prison camp, and also Dognot, who we briefly saw in season 2 of Gen V. And
blasting some Limp Biscuit.
It's like so on brand that the Deep would drive a Cybertruck.
Blasting Limp Biscuit. Yep, keep rolling.
That is just the most on brand thing.
The most.
The Deep. I love the whole dude, bro, alpha male satire they're doing with him. Just Aquaman meets Andrew Tate.
Even the hilarious like scene where Maverick, of course, the Deep drops the bomb that Huey killed Translucent. He's like,
yep.
On God, no cap, bro.
Chase Crawford is so good.
He's the best.
So good at playing a douchebag. It's so hilarious, but the character is so pathetic. It's so much fun to watch.
Just a sad boy.
Yeah, Noir captures Edgar, and the Deep knocks him out and takes the credit for it.
Yeah, because something's been going on with Noir these past few episodes. He's not talking to Deep, and he's kind of being a little standoffish to him. So yeah, I'm curious what's going on with Black Noir there, especially since him and the Deep seem to have such a bromance last season.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see where that goes as well.
Yep, we also have yep, the newest Homelander meme of this episode, where it is conceptually it's terrifying because this is Homelander getting in his mind a message from God to like just burn the world down. It's only your followers that are gonna remain. And we get a little hints of it in previous episodes. He like hears Stillwell saying "my sweet boy." Now he's got a full-on hallucination of her as an angel.
Yeah,
it happens.
Totally normal.
I mean,
totally
look
normal.
At Elizabeth Shue, who looks great. I mean,
yes, lovely. I found a way to bring her back in such a crazy way,
weird way.
Bring her back in the most insane way to close out the show.
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, Anthony Starr just doing great work here.
Just unbelievable.
It's a performance that is unbelievable.
I was like, did he finish? I was like,
bro, what is the show even about anymore?
Just
anytime you hear those violins, you know you're about to see some crazy shit.
God, I love it, and I love after that just goes even deeper. He's taking like a milk bath.
So it was like
he's taking a bath in breast milk.
Yeah, he's fully in now, because before he was like, when Soulja Boy ordered a drink, he was like, I'll have that too, not milk. But now he's like, fuck it, I'm drinking milk in front of everybody. I'm taking milk baths.
Yeah,
but we also
the curiosity has now become a full-on fetish.
Most definitely.
Yep, that Homelander is like just full-on lost his mind, and that's more reflected in the ending of this episode, because in this we also get the return of Ryan, who has been on the run since the events of the season 4 finale, and he meets up with Butcher. They get to talking. Ryan is on team kill Homelander, and there's like a little bit of like darker undertones with the character, because he's killed, in his mind, he's killed his mom. He killed his Aunt Grace, Mallory, at the end of season 4. Mm-hmm. So Ryan's kind of going down a dark path, and he Butcher tells him straight up that using the virus, that's a one-way trip. And he says, yeah, I'll do it. I'll kill Homelander.
Butcher being Butcher, just using his son to get away into Homelander.
Yeah, Rogue Homelander is doing some dirty work this season. Ever since he got that damn, Cthulhu in his heart,
Yeah, that tentacle, whatever the hell that is.
parasite thing, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's making some bad decisions for him. So
Mhm.
Yeah, and of course, Zoe, Newman's daughter, she follows Kimiko and Frenchie as they go back to their hideout to get Samir, get more of the virus, and she finds out that Homelander didn't kill her mom. It was Butcher. So Samir, he like turns on them. He destroys all the samples of the virus. He like runs away with Zoe, and the boys are shit out of luck. Frenchie has to make more.
Mhm. Always 2 steps forward, 5 steps back for the boys.
Yep.
Yeah, they can't win for Lubson.
No.
Yeah, Ryan, in like his mental state, he goes to confront Homelander by himself. Butcher, of course, is placed a tracker and is following them, but he's too late. It leads to this. I think one of the more disturbing acts that we get to see from Homelander, where we get this, we get a recreation of the bit from Invincible. It's like father beating the shit
Versus
out of son.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah, it
It's
is
right.
disturbing. Cameron Crevetti is so great in this scene, and I think Ryan has been kind of in denial about the kind of monster his father is. And here he fully understands what his mother must have felt.
Yeah.
Right.
Being on the end of it.
Mhm.
Right, because he's got some answers. He's got some questions, and
it's a hard thing to watch, and I think this will likely, I hope, lead to like Ryan's character turn. He like gets to interact more with the rest of the boys, but I think he might be out of commission for the rest of the season because that beating that Homelander put on him, it's disturbing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think I saw on Twitter somebody said the only fight that Homelander ever won was against his son. So that just tells you, he's got his ass kicked by everybody. So like that makes him feel like a man is the most disturbing thing about it is like you had to wail on a kid to feel something.
Yeah. And he just leaves him there too. Like I guess it says something that he kept him alive, but also like fuck him.
Yeah.
Like,
I was fearing for his life.
I think he like is truly just after that moment he's cut ties like or any kind of like hope for like having that familial connection with Ryan ever again.
Yeah,
like,
he's lost all human connection.
Yeah, he tried to get it back with Soldier Boy, and it's just no. So I think he's full on his own now.
He's a scary guy.
It's something. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yep.
I can't wait to see the next episode. Seeing how Butcher and the rest of the boys are going to react, seeing a little bit more of Kimiko and Frenchie's dynamic, because at the end of the episode, we start to see cracks in their relationship forming. Like Kimiko, she wants to settle down, have kids, and Frenchie, he don't want none of that. He wants to fucking DJ.
Frenchie's a free spirit.
Hop country to country and DJing.
Yeah, this is where I get worried because every time somebody starts talking about their future,
it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
yep, I'm still
gonna go and raise a family.
I'm still scarred by the final season of Angel.
Yep.
Oh God.
That's the kiss of death. Look, I'm not saying, but just with a show like this, I mean, they killed A-Train so quickly. I'm like, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Also, we didn't talk about another funny thing: Firecracker and Soldier Boy hooking up.
Oh yeah,
even Soldier Boy is admitting that. Yeah, I really just did this to try and get back at Homelander, but he didn't fuck you.
You didn't fuck him? Nope, just some weird boob stuff.
Yeah,
weird mommy stuff.
More of a mom than a girlfriend.
Yeah, he's got some weird kinks, that Homelander.
But even like more of the relationship stuff, like Starlight piecing out by the end of the episode because she can't really take losing anybody else. Like in between seasons, and we saw like a bit of that in Gen V. Like she's kind of been on her own, having her own little group of rebels, and a lot of them have bitten the dust off screen, and like her seeing Huey almost die or think that she was dead. Like she's like, I'm out. I can't take it.
Yeah, she breaks because she's always had this kind of like hard reserve, and there's a moment where Huey kills Maverick.
Not where Huey and
Cindy.
Maverick are fighting, and Sydney
Cindy kills Maverick.
kills Maverick.
Yeah, and Annie Starlight just completely breaks down because she was trying to put up such a good fight, but she's just like, no, I gotta be on my own. I can't, I'm not strong enough for this. It's not as strong as I thought. Yeah. So she's trying to, because I think even Huey said, like, you're acting like Butcher a little bit. Yeah. So it's getting to just to see the stakes that these characters have gone through, not just physically, but emotionally is, that's what keeps the show going for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think separates The Boys from, as much as we talk about the kind of absurdist humor, I feel like the show really nails it when it comes down to character writing, especially between Homelander, between Butcher, with Annie and Huey. I feel like that's been one of the stronger parts of the season. And, jokes that the show is at times it's basically just live action South Park.
Yeah. They give me a little bit much.
It's kind of nuts that this show was written before the election and we literally have Homelander Jesus in this.
Yeah.
Even Eric Kripke is like, this is spooky. I didn't know what we were doing.
We wrote this years ago. Why is this relevant like this week? Like something happened this week to make it relevant.
Yeah, but that's the third episode of season 5 of The Boys. It's been great so far. I'm loving the story, the groundwork that we're getting laid out. I can't wait to see where this goes. We haven't gotten we're getting like more next week. We're getting I think some more breadcrumbs of the V1. Stan, Edgar, and Homelander are back in the same room together. I wonder where that's gonna go. And we also have characters that have been announced but haven't been introduced yet. Like, of course, this is Eric Kripke and Jensen Ackles is on the show. We haven't seen
a Supernatural reunion
Collins yet.
Yeah,
I'm excited for whoever they are going to be, because
anytime this show, Misha show up, it's going to be a good time. I'm very excited for that.
Like,
and I'm curious to see more Daveed Diggs. Whatever his preacher character is up to.
But yeah, this show, more so than any other show, especially comic shows, are so good at introducing new characters and like fitting them into like the already great ensemble. Like, so I'm curious how, especially for like a final season, like how these new characters will come into play.
Yeah, likewise. We're like starting to ramp up the final season. So far so good with The Boys for its final season. I know not a lot of shows, a lot of TV shows, we could go on and on about shows that have shat the bed for their series finale, but so far so good for The Boys.
It's looking good.
Yep, but that's our show, people. Thank you for joining us for all these great TV reviews for Season 3 Euphoria, Maul Shadow Lord, Daredevil Born Again, Invincible, The Boys. Marco, tell the people where they can find you.
I'm on Twitter at its_Jamarco, JAMARCO. I'm on Facebook, Jamarco Shaw. I'm the guy with the Robin avatar right now. I might change it. Icky on SoundCloud. And I'm just out here in the streets. Brandon and I I'm excited. We're going to go see Speed Racer this week in IMAX. Yeah, we're very excited. So you can check out my Letterboxd review on that coming soon. Jamarco Shaw. And I'll probably be back on the tune whenever Nick asks me.
Right. Brandon, how about you, man?
Yeah, just as usual, Brando, not Marlon on the Letterboxd is where I do all of my reviews and postings. And hopefully you see me next time on the tune. Maybe we'll do the beef like we said.
Yes.
Yep. And I've been your host, Nick. You can find me on all the socials, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, and Letterboxd at Night and Day Nick. You can find me right here on both of our channels on The Afternoon Tune, twitch.tv/Afternoon Tune, youtube.com, The Afternoon Tune, anywhere you listen to podcasts. And you can find me on my own channel, twitch.tv/Night and Day Nick. I'm going to do a little raid. I'm going to send anybody watching over to Julian, Mr. Hemmendinger. Thank you so much for joining us. Is it working? Yep, error occurred. Never mind. Fuck it. We out.
We out.